Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. This is the April 30th edition of the Carolina weather video here, and we have settled into a nice warming trend here over the past couple of days, and that's going to continue here for the next couple of days as well. And also, as we get into the weekend, it's going to be getting increasingly muggy, and that sort of is ahead of our next advancing cold front. And eventually that front will get here. Let me show you what the temperatures look like this morning as I'm cutting this video here. These are the actual 4 a.m. temperatures across the lower 48. And still a little bit cool here across our region. I notice this is a shrinking pocket of cool air. You're looking at 70 degree or warmer temperatures back all into this part of the country. And that milder air continues to advance our way and win the battle. You can see the wind streamlines here. Very well established southerly flow across the southern plains and the Gulf Coast region, and the winds will kind of shift around out of the southwest and push all that milder air our way. Now also note, with that flow out of the south and southeast in the Gulf of Mexico, that has of course pushed the oil slick down in the northern Gulf right up to the Louisiana coast. And I'm afraid that there's going to be a continued southerly flow here that's going to continue to advance that oil northward. And that's, of course, a bad situation down that way. Radar imagery, a lot of ground clutter showing up. It looks like sort of a summertime early morning radar composite here. All this activity is not real. I shouldn't say all that. I didn't circle that terribly well. All of this activity is not real, but this is the real deal. Some showers and storms back in the plains, also down in Florida. And as we go through the day, this is a look at the afternoon's precip here on the GFS. We'll stay high and dry here. We'll pop up into the low to mid 80s for highs here across the Carolinas. Still low levels of humidity today, and there's the convective outlook today. It's really the Mississippi Valley back into the Ozarks where the highest probabilities of severe weather will be today. And it could be all modes of severe weather, including tornadoes back in that region today. That cold front, that's the showers and storms are right ahead of, is very slow moving. We have a big blocking ridge in place, and that's going to keep the cold front movement on the slow side of things. So here we are on Saturday, tomorrow afternoon. Another area of low pressure developing along that front here in northeast Texas, southwestern Arkansas, and that'll enhance the thunderstorm chances tomorrow. Now notice, as that muggier air flows in here off the Gulf of Mexico tomorrow, it could be a few isolated late-day showers or storms. I stress the word few, though. I think they'll be few and far between. So for the Quail Hollow Championship continuing this weekend, I can't rule out a passing shower or storm over the golf course, but I think any delays will be pretty short-lived, as the showers and storms will just be pretty few in number. There's the Saturday convective outlook from the SPC, and I would imagine there's a chance that this area right in here could wind up seeing an upgrade to a moderate risk when this becomes a day one outlook. We'll see how that plays out. Now let's go to Sunday, and notice that front still to our west. Again Sunday, I'll mention the chance for maybe a few late-day thunderstorms. I think our Saturday highs bumping up toward the mid-80s, maybe low 80s in some spots for Saturday. Our Sunday highs, though, all the way up into the upper 80s. Wouldn't be shocked if some spots hit 90 on Sunday afternoon. And the day 3 convective outlook, Mississippi, Louisiana, northwest Alabama, and Tennessee, and also a secondary slight risk up into parts of southern New England. There's going to be the big severe weather risk areas on Sunday. Now that front finally does get here Monday. It looks like a pretty good area coverage rather of rain and storms Monday across the Carolinas down into North Georgia. Could be some strong to severe storms involved on Monday as well across our region. And Tuesday, the GFS has us largely dry. I didn't put it on here. The Canadian goes nuts and just blows up precip around here. And the reason, I probably should have put this chart on here, but there's a pretty strong upper-level disturbance that'll roll through. The GFS and the European take it on a more southerly track. The Canadian takes it on a more northerly track, and so that's why you have all the precip that fires on the Canadian, while it's largely dry Tuesday here on the GFS and the European. So we'll see. I've left in a thunderstorm chance Tuesday, just to be on the safe side. But it does look like we'll be dry there Wednesday and Thursday and getting pretty warm again as well. The timing of this next push of cooler air a bit delayed on this morning's model cycle. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video, the last day of April. We'll flip over to May over the weekend. Everyone have a great weekend, and God bless.